Okay. So this is my vlog for Hatteras and Cape Lookout on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Place is awesome. We got this, probably one of the best campsites I've ever had. I'd say it's way better than Smokies. Smokies had a maximum foot of 32 foot, so it took me a long time to back it in there. Here, this was a 2-minute back in, and I'm 37 feet. Right over that, I'm going to take you guys over in just a minute, but right over these sand dunes is the Atlantic Ocean, which you could probably hear in the video. Awesome pads, pretty much almost level throughout the entire park. A ton of spots. I don't know exactly how many, but a ton of spots. 28 bucks for the night. Easily the cheapest place. They got a dump station and a water fill station on the other side. They have showers. They do not have hot water in the showers, but they have a bunch of restrooms here too. Probably 8 of them, and they're super clean. Alright, so let's start at Cape Lookout. At Cape Lookout, we did the Junior Ranger program, which is a given, but we also heard wind of that you could kayak out to Shackleford Island, where the wild horses are, and camp overnight, and it's free. You don't even have to put a permit in. They like for you to put a float plan in, which is what we did. But it was no money at all. And the best part is I'm a chit-chatter, so I talked to everybody, but I've talked to a photographer who had just been over there. He said that night we were going to see the Milky Way between 12 and 2 over the lighthouse. And we did. It was awesome. It was the first time I've ever seen it, so I was really excited. But the paddle out there was a little tough. They had a really strong wind coming out of the southeast, and it brought the waves up to like 2 to 3 feet in a little boat. That's kind of a nerve-wracking. But we had an awesome time. I saw loggerhead turtles, a juvenile about the size of my hand. The wild horses, we saw 35 of them. We actually saw a brand new full, probably a couple hours old at the most. Pretty neat to see them swimming across, and pretty cool. My son loved it. My wife was absolutely ecstatic. That's one of her top on her bucket list, seeing wild horses. And the place was just awesome. They let me park the camper in the parking lot overnight while we kayaked out to the island. This guy Steven, he's a coordinator for the camp host people. Super helpful. Guy was awesome. Awesome personality. Probably one of the better rangers. Just chill about everything. It was really cool. Because everywhere we wanted to stay there was $65 a night, or $50 a night for 2 people, and then each additional person is more money, and it doesn't matter if they're kids, which I thought was a little ridiculous. So the first night we just stayed out at Walmart in Morehead City, which is about an hour away, which is one of the only places to stay that won't give you any trouble. There's a few Piggly Wigglies and stuff like that to stop in that are closer, but we didn't want to risk it. We just stayed at Walmart, which ended up being nice because we were parked right next to a little lake that probably 30 people fished in, inside of a Walmart parking lot, believe it or not. The lake was really pretty. You wouldn't have thought it was a parking lot. But that was our front door that day, and then we went out to the island, which was awesome. And then after that, we turned in the Junior Ranger program, talked to a couple of more full-timers, and they told us about a ton of stuff to do around here, like Pea Island and a few of those other hidden things. And I met a lady from the fish hatchery who told me a wealth of knowledge about the fish hatcheries, which was cool because they actually give kids free fishing lessons and fishing passes to fish for free, and just a whole bunch of other unique stuff that only the fish hatcheries can do. And then I met a guy from the forestry department, and he told me about all the park services, whether they're fish and our forestry or national park services, are awesome and super helpful for us. Telling us how to get around stuff, how to do things for cheaper, or what was the best thing to do, which is awesome. the Lookouts lighthouse was really tall and one of the oldest. 1812 was put in, but then it got burnt down and they rebuilt it in 35. But this one here was built in, I think, 32. It's a little bit smaller, but still a pretty cool thing. And then 22? Thank you, babe. 23? 23? Okay, 1823 is when the one here on Ocracoke Island was. And they let us ferry this across, which is awesome. We only had to pay for each spot, which is $15 a spot, but it would have cost us 200 miles the other way, and it would have been many hours of driving and screwed. So we paid the 45 bucks across because, you know, the truck and the camper. But, which was a cool thing anyway. Not most people don't get to ship their home across the Atlantic Ocean, I'd say. And which we had an early wake up that day, 7 a.m. this morning. But after we leave here, we're heading heading north up the Outer Banks. We're gonna hit Fort Raleigh and the Wright Brothers National Memorials up there. We're gonna hit that. A few other triple D spots for Sarah. What's the name of that, the fish one? No, she can't. But, so that's it pretty much for the last few days. And now I'm going to take you over to the sand dunes so you guys can check it out. Alright, I'll be in just a minute. So that is the ramp where all the kayaks and stuff are. We got the screened enclosure down on that, so pretty sweet. That's where we're going to sleep in the back tonight instead of in the main cabin, because it is, I've got 2 queen beds back there on electronic lift, so that's what's up. Now up here we've seen crab and we saw a few dolphin and stuff like that. I just love this little trail, little deer trail. I can't believe this place is not visited more often. It doesn't even have on the National Park Service for the seashores, because you got Lookout and Hatteras. And they're visited, but it's just not anywhere near what it should be. Just a few steps away from our camper is this, and this beach is empty. You could buy a pass from the Park Service to drive on it for like $50 for the week. You can have fires out here. All you need, that's a free permit. You just have to have the permit on you and let the forest rangers know, or the park rangers know where you're gonna have the fire and all that. But if you look down the beach, we have a private beach. I saw maybe 8 people out here earlier, and this place is beautiful. Starting to see the lighthouse down there come on. Well, it stays on, but I'm starting to see it. Good surfing out here too. The water's a little cold, so we didn't do much swimming. We did a little bit, but it's a little cold for my liking. I'm a Florida boy, so I like hot water. You know, not 65, 68 degrees. That's colder than the rivers back home. But we got 5-foot waves out here, easy. And the best part is this is essentially a little village. Everyone here gets around on golf carts or bicycles. They're super nice. And I mean, like you go to a regular village, you know, they got a lot of handcraft stuff, and they have a really simple life and a really unique way of looking at things that is just awesome. We met a guy on the way over here that actually rode a horse from Montana
all over America. He went down to Florida and all this. He started in 2002. 2016, people. He's been riding a horse for 14 years. He's got 2 of them. He had to retire one in Florida, but he ended up getting a new one. But just a cool guy. And the sunsets here are just beautiful. I mean, you got the pastel colors. They're like the smooth, soft pinks and reds and blues. And when everyone else is $28 or $150 a night, paying $28. If it's not on your list, I hope after seeing this video, it will be. Pretty cool people down there. They have this massive tarp. I've never seen a tarp like that. It's like 30 feet. And it's built for camping. It's awesome. Let's just listen to that sound for a second. Right there, that would have been terrible. Would have been awesome for everybody on camera. They would have laughed. Yeah, we already did our bike ride and all that jazz for the day. Now all we got to do left is eat pizza, read some books, finish up a little school. We're back in business. Little crab. What's up, dude?